This video is brought to you by ASUS Tuf Gaming series. Get tough, game tough. Check out the link in the video description for more info. Hello again and welcome back to This Week in PC Gaming News with me, Mr. Toffee. Here, I will share the latest in PC gaming news for the week of 22nd of July. Let's get right to it because I don't know how to segue to this apart from making some pot shot. Whatever. With TennoCon 2022 having concluded, Digital Extremes, the developers of Warframe, have announced a new free-to-play action MMO, and guess what it's called? SOULFRAME. I mean, naming structure aside, if it's not broken, don't fix it, am I right? The game is still in early development, but what we do know is that SOULFRAME will focus more on meleeing rather than shooting in contrast to Warframe, meaning that SOULFRAME will be a lot slower paced in its gameplay while still maintaining the overall feel of its predecessor. Essentially it's Warframe, but with swords, and for honor style combat. Maybe? Who knows? You can check out the piece our team did on the SOULFRAME announcement over on our site at thekkp.com. Now this is definitely something you don't hear every day. Unity's CEO, John Riccitiello, has come out and publicly apologized on Twitter following an interview with Pocket Gamer. For what exactly? Well, for calling some game developers f***ing idiots. Now if you read the whole interview with Pocket Gamer, this wasn't said with ill intent, but understandably, netizens were up in arms about the crude statement nonetheless. Also, it didn't help that Riccitiello boy here was public enemy number 1 back in his EA days. The actual context of this quote was taken when Ricky Boy here was responding to Pocket Gamer as they talked about how some game developers don't agree with early monetization in games. Following the release of his interview on the 16th of July, Riccitiello posted his apology on Twitter addressing the controversy. He elaborates on what he was trying to say while acknowledging that he picked a very poor choice of words. Next up is for our Diablo fans, and don't worry, it's got nothing to do with Diablo Immortal. In case you missed it, Blizzard is giving out Diablo 4 beta keys to fans who get themed tattoos. Yeah, that's right, themed tattoos. Until the 10th of September, Blizzard is collaborating with 8 different tattoo parlors across the US, UK, Germany, and Australia. Blizzard actually held a social media competition a while back where the winners were invited to receive bespoke tattoos that draw inspiration from the Diablo universe. Hell and all. However, if you're not a competition winner, then you will have to queue up on the day to pick one of several relatively discreet pre-drawn or flash tattoos. So far, everyone who's been inked has been handed a card guaranteeing access to an upcoming Diablo 4 beta, plus a promise of a free digital copy of the game when it releases. From what we know, the tattoos themselves are pretty tasteful and easy to cover up. Let's just be thankful that no one is being asked to name their baby Diablo. If you need a 60 frames per second No More Heroes fix, you have to wait until October for that. The English version of No More Heroes 3 will be out for PC via Steam on the 11th of October, according to publisher Exceed Games and Marvelous Europe. And for those wondering, we enjoyed the Nintendo Switch version of No More Heroes 3 last year. For all the flack it gets with its quote-unquote story flow, it makes it up with its combat, presentation, and off-kilter narrative. This is a Suda51 game, remember that. Punk and unconventional, and might make a lick of sense. Emphasis on the word might. And lastly, Doom co-creator John Romero is making a new first-person shooter. One of the forefathers of some of your very favorite IPs such as Quake, Wolfenstein, and the aforementioned and influential Doom franchise is making its very own first-person shooter. The game is still very early in its development, so don't expect any announcements anytime soon. What we do know is that Romero is looking to expand his team over at Romero Games and is looking for people with experience in using Unreal Engine 5. So hopefully, this new IP will look phenomenal and will not end up as the other master of Doom's stain in his portfolio. Big sword! Daikatana. And now, our top picks for PC gaming this week. To start off, the game that currently has the gaming sphere in awe is the new adventure title, Stray. Having just been released and coming from Blue 12 Studio and Annapurna Interactive, Stray is a third-person, or rather a third-cat adventure game set amidst the detailed neon-lit alleys of a decaying cyber city and the murky environment of its seedy underbelly. See the world through the eyes of a stray cat and interact with the environment in playful ways. Best of all, there's a dedicated meow button and a bunch of cat-like things you can do, like sleeping in comfy spots and ruining some guy's mahjong game. Yeah, it happens. Next up is Zell. This is a 3D sci-fi fantasy action-adventure where you explore the mysterious world of Zell and help protagonist Raid to uncover her enigmatic past. We actually did a review of the game on our site. We concluded that the game was a bit of a letdown, especially because it was hyped up to be a modern-day Zelda or Exielda. Although puzzles and time traveling did make exploring this vibrant world quite enjoyable, the cons just outweighed the pros. There's a bunch of technical difficulties, and the dialogue refuses to sing, making it look like we're watching a poorly edited anime dub. But the real deal breaker was just a carelessness when it came to features that I guess we take for granted right now, like autosaves or rotatable cameras. The game is only US 15, so if you don't actually mind splashing out the cash, by all means, try give it a shot. Just don't forget that developers are able to publish patches which may not fix the game completely, but at least make it worth the money. But hey, if you want to play it safe, you can always put all your money on pussy. Cats. And that is it for our weekly PC Gaming Roundup, where we bring you the best news and game picks for the Master Race platform, be it desktops or laptops. If you like more videos like these, do subscribe to our YouTube page and smash that notification button like you would that meow button every single time. Bye for now, and keep your gaming PC real PC.